small block Chevy 350.
That's it?
It's not powerful. It's got a cam, but steel heads.
350 with a cam.
That's it.
Sounds wicked as
It
shit.
sounds like it's fast, but it's not. Not yet.
Working on it.
Looks like we're going up against a Subaru STI.
Race family, guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are all doing amazing. We're at the racetrack, race family, one of my favorite places to be. This here's our home track to our town. This is Palm Beach International Raceway. This is the first track I ever raced at, the first track I ever came to spectate. It's an amazing facility and we're here today. We have the Jeep here with us, guys. All of you guys all day long have been guessing times and mile an hour for what this thing's gonna run. Someone's gonna win a free shirt. Whoever gets the closest to what it runs, someone's gonna get a free shirt. I can't wait. Any day we get to race, guys, is an awesome feeling. I get butterflies in my stomach. I don't eat the same any day that there's racing involved. I get crazy hyped. So I'm happy we're here. I have a few camera angles for you guys. Oh, you know what? I even brought my draggy, but I left that in the trailer, so I'll get it later. But we have a camera. It's gonna be mounted on our helmet. I got a camera here. We'll be looking, I guess, at me driving the car. Man, I'm really curious. This thing's getting crazy attention. I've told you guys already, man, but I love this little toy. I know I haven't talked to you guys about the Supra in a little while. We're making some big changes to the Supra, and that should be ready, I'm hoping, towards the end of this month, end of January. I'll drop videos with more hints and clues to all the changes that's happening with that, but we're doing the right things to make it go faster. That's always what we're in search of. But I'll give you guys more information on another video. This video, let's focus on this little thing here. So let's see how it does today, guys. I'll give you guys more updates as the night goes along. Race family, guys, we're in the lanes with our little Jeep for the first time. I can't wait to take this thing down the track, guys. The weather's freaking awesome. It's got a little bit of a bog or a hiccup when you first floor it. The car can use some adjustment, but let's see what it runs, guys. I'm so curious. How's it going?
Can I ask what's in it?
It's a small block Chevy 350.
That's it?
It's not powerful. It's got a cam, but steel heads.
350 with a cam.
That's it.
Sounds wicked as
It
shit.
sounds like it's fast, but it's not. Not yet.
Working on it.
Guys, I've told you guys, this thing gets cool attention, man. So many people have came up to the Jeep to ask questions, to look at it, photograph it. I can't wait to make it badass. But for now, we're just focusing on getting, I guess, baseline numbers. Let's see what it runs as we got it. We put it on the scales. It was 25. It made 222 wheel horsepower. Let's see what it runs. My guess, I know I have all you guys guessing online. My guess, 14.8 at like 90 miles an hour. Hopefully it goes 90. It might go 80 something. This is pretty bad. My first time ever going down a drag strip, I was 16 years old. I had a Chevy Cobalt SS supercharged, and I ran a 14.6. It would be cool if we could beat that, but I don't have high hopes. What's up, brother? I'm digging this V8 stuff. All right, guys, here we go. First pass. Come on. look for some. Okay, okay. Thank you. No way! Race family, 14.4 at 93 miles an hour. Amazing! I'm so cool with that. And that was a bad 60 foot. We can get this run 13s. Whoa! I'm actually really, really impressed. .72, that's not as bad as I would have thought. I told you guys 14.8 at 90 miles an hour. 93, that's... I didn't think it would go that fast. 14, all right, so I met my goal. My first goal was I was hoping this thing would be faster than my first ever quarter-mile hit, which was a 14.6. My first ever run was 14.6. My second ever run was 14.7. My third run, all the same night, was 14.5. So we've already beat what I did my first time ever as a 16-year-old kid here at this drag strip. I'm cool with that. That's awesome. If we can clean up that bog that it does at the beginning, oh, this thing will go 13s with these. That's awesome. Race family, I just took the helmet off so you guys can hear me a little better. 14.4 at 93 miles an hour. It's already exceeding my expectations. Man, if I can get it to clear up the start, it bogs. I knew it'll do that. It's done it to me on the street. If I can get it to clear that up, it'll go way faster. But it chokes up and then goes. It was a 2.5 60 foot. So let's see what happens, guys. We'll keep messing with it. I'm gonna run as many times as they let us run tonight. I'm excited though. That's good stuff. All right, guys. I'll keep you guys posted. Race family, get ready for the fastest quarter-mile pass while eating a slice of pizza. Right through the helmet. All right, guys, we're in the lanes. The goal for this run, this is gonna be our second run. The goal is, the carburetor's not tuned up well. If you guys saw on the dyno, every time we floor it, it sputters, it leans out, and then it clears up and goes. So that last run, I matted it right on the start. I didn't really try to like power brake it or nothing because I know it does that. It does the boop, 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 which is also why I didn't even bother doing a burnout. But on that run, I kind of just matted it in a hurry and it bogged really, really bad. And I think I waited a second, it wasn't clearing up, so I lifted and hit it again, and then it finally went. On this run, I'm gonna try to just like kind of ease into the throttle. Maybe by getting into the throttle a little less aggressive, hopefully it doesn't bog as much and it'll get me out there. We got a 2.5 60 foot, which is terrible for a big tire car. Man, if we can get even a 2.2 60 foot, which is still trash, but I think if we can get a 2.2 60 foot, we're on the verge of going 13s with this thing, which would blow my mind. I thought it would make more power than it actually made. I thought it was gonna weigh more than it actually weighed, but I thought it was gonna run slower than it actually runs. So it's been a fun week trying to, I guess, as we discover this car together. It's been a fun journey, but we got some big plans for a race family. That's my boy. You ran now?
You went pretty decent, huh?
How'd you do? This thing impressed the shit out of me.
Oh, you went 14.4, no?
Yeah.
And you f***ed up on the launch. If you, it would have went 13s. I thought it was gonna go 13s.
Yeah, it would have, but the carburetor's not tuned right. So when you mat it in a hurry, it's like boom, 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 and I had to come off the gas. And
it would have went 13s for sure.
That's the goal now. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get into it a little smoother.
Yeah.
Do that.
I spun too much. I should have not launched as hard. I went 12.2 at 116.
It's not bad though, bro. Have you put that car on a scale?
1.9 60 foot.
Hey, you can improve
spun
that.
all at first. I launched it too hard. It's not
12.2 though, bro.
It's 2,900 pounds with me in it,
which is pretty heavy.
and I'm 220 pounds.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's all right.
So I just bought it 2 weeks ago, and we brought it out here for some baseline numbers before we start messing with it. It went a 14.4 at 93.
It's pretty good for a fucking Jeep, dude.
Yeah, it's got a small block Chevy 350 with just the cam.
It's badass. It's cool as shit.
It looks the part, but
when
it
you
doesn't.
lift the front, it looked like it.
I don't know.
It was coming up. When
you
you
think
just
so?
boosted the fuck.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, dude. You lit the front end.
Yeah,
Like
so I'm gonna try to launch like that now. Earlier I matted it. That's like a quarter throttle. If you floor it too hard, it bogs out.
No, you were coming up. You were coming up.
That'll be cool.
Yeah. No, I think it would. That's badass.
That's
thing's
awesome.
Cool as shit.
Again, race services, last call. You guys can make that last call. Fucking race now. 5 seconds.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to go now again for our second run. Looks like we're going up against a Subaru STI. Babied the start and it took off much better, but the second I floored it all the way, it bobbed again. The second you give it full power, it bobs and then it clears up and goes. So I got it to hop out there and then it bogged on us. Man, this thing, you can't even turn this thing fast speeds. That was a 2.1 60 foot. We bettered the 60 foot a lot, but for some reason it felt kind of slow on the big end.
Guys, it took off a lot better. Although it still bogged, that was a 2.1 60 foot down from a 2.5 60 foot, but it felt real lazy up top. If I had to guess, maybe like a 14.2 or 14.1, but maybe less mile an hour, like 91, 92. Thank you, my brother. Have a good night. You're the man. Race family, 14.1 at 93 miles an hour. The STI went a 14.0 at 100, but we got him at the tree. That's awesome, guys. Never, ever would I had imagined this little thing was gonna go 14.1. And it's got 13s in it. It just bogs that little bit at the start, man. Boy, it can go way faster. If I can foot brake this and leave aggressive, or if I had a trans brake and I can leave aggressive, it'll go way faster. But that's freaking awesome. 14.1 at 93 miles an hour. So we did two back-to-back 93 mile an hour passes. This one was a little bit slower of a 93 mile an hour. The other one was almost 94. This was 93 flat almost. For some reason it felt significantly slower going down the track, but I felt it leave a lot better. That's awesome. 14.1. This thing is so badass. Race family, guys, we're back in the trailer. I wanted to shoot a quick outro for you guys. Today, I had an incredible time, guys. Any day at the racetrack, I always tell you guys, any day at the racetrack to me is a special day, man. There's no place I'd rather be. And regardless of what I'm racing, it could be a 14-second car like what we did today, or a 7-second Supra. It's just a good time, man. I love being at the racetrack. But here are 2 time slips from today. Let me see, this is the first one. First run, we were on the right lane. We ran a 14.4 at 93 miles an hour. Right before that pass, I told you guys that I was guessing maybe a 14.8 at maybe 90 miles an hour. So when I saw 14.4, man, I was crazy pumped up, super happy. And that's with freaking the world's worst 60 foot, 2.5. You guys could probably hear it in the video. I stabbed the throttle. I didn't even try to foot brake it because I knew the carburetor needed good tuning. And it does that like sputtering, then it clears up and goes. You guys would have heard that on the dyno as well. So I didn't foot brake it, I just stabbed it in a hurry. And it went, and then I let off the gas, hit it again. It finally cleared up and went. But it's so cool, I was watching some of the videos now. Every time I do a gear change, it like trips the tire. It's really neat. It shakes the whole car, this thing is crazy. But anyhow, when a 14.4 at 93, I was already happy. It exceeded my mile an hour expectation, exceeded what I thought it was gonna run ET-wise. For the second run, I knew all I could really do is get a better 60 foot. So instead of just stabbing it how I had done, I kind of just blipped the throttle. I gave like a quarter throttle, maybe a little more. I got it going and then I floored it. It still sputtered, but significantly less. The 60 foot went from a 2.5 to a 2.1. Now we're right here on the left lane. So we went a 2.1 60 foot and we managed a 14.1 at 93 miles an hour. So I know a lot of you guys, we already have like 100 comments of you guys guessing the time, right? On the post here on YouTube. So I haven't seen all of it. I skimmed through some of the times. I haven't seen them all. But how this is gonna work is tomorrow as I'm editing this video to upload it for you guys, I'll review all the times, and whoever, let's say more than one of you guys, for example, guessed the 14.1. So the time's gonna be the most important thing. If there's only one 14.1 and everyone else guessed other stuff, even if you guys are really close to the mile an hour, the 14.1 is going to be the winner. If there's more than one 14.1, then I'm going to look at the mile an hour to see who was closest in the mile an hour, and that will be the winner. Or if someone guessed 14.1 27 or 14.1 30 or anything that's closer to a 14.1, if you guys guess the rest of the number, then that will make the winner as well. So I'll review all the answers. Whoever wins will get a free shirt, just how we did with the horsepower guess as well as the weight guess. So we've given you guys 3 free shirts this week. Thank you guys all so much for the continued support. We're shipping shirts everywhere. You guys are the best. You can find the t-shirts at BalticSupraRacing.com. I'm really, really pumped for this project, guys. The Supra, I've been working hard on the Supra. I'm waiting for some parts to come in now, and I'll drop a few video releases of updates and things that are happening with that. I can't wait to have the Supra back out. I'm hoping sometime later this month, later in January. If I have it ready in time, there's a race I want to go to end of January. There's a race the first week of February, and so on and so forth. I got a lot of neat races for the Supra. But for the time being, man, I'm so glad I bought this toy. I love Jeeps, and I've wanted one like this for a long time. I wanted to build one, but we were lucky enough to find this one, and I'm having an incredible time with it. So 14.1, I feel with a few minor changes, just some carburetor tuning, we can get this thing to go well into the 13s. When I say I'm not thinking 13.9 or 8, I'm talking 13.6, maybe a 7, but maybe a 13.5, like mid 13s, as is at this little bit of horsepower. And then we're gonna start either cranking this thing up, or I got some big ideas. So guys, stay tuned. God bless to all you guys. Catch you guys in the next video. Later, race family.